What's up, guys? My name is Justin.
My name is Danny.
And we are RINGPOST.
RINGPOST.
Now, let me tell you, this episode of RAW was truly special.
I wonder why it was special, Justin. Why don't you tell the people watching right now on why it was so special to you?
Well, it was special because it was in New York.
Right.
It was in Madison Square Garden.
Right.
There was a steel cage match.
Yeet.
Tornado tag team match.
Yeet.
Jey Uso was there.
Yeet.
Justin Ramos was there.
Yeet.
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 Yeah, so it was actually a pretty dope experience. Being only my third actual show that I've been to. First one was in 2001, 2002.
Okay. Oh damn! Wow.
Yeah, and then 24.
Mm-hmm.
I went in June of 28th, 2024.
That was a
last
SmackDown.
Year. SmackDown for last year, which those two shows were both SmackDown.
So, now that you bring that up, I remember you saying, like, yo, I'm in this section, right?
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, we might see him. Funny thing was that as soon as he told me where he was and we looked on TV, we just saw someone who was wearing a hat like this, right? And a bright red shirt that said RINGPOST on there. I was like...
On a blue brand.
On a blue brand, by the way.
Top right-hand corner.
I saw it, and I was like, there he is, right there.
They saw me drinking my beer, eating my popcorn, picking my nose.
You did everything there.
Yeah.
You did everything.
I was being judged.
Yeah.
If you knew who I was still being judged. I know that guy.
Wait, I think at one point one of us was like, yo, Justin, get off your phone, watch the match! Oh, man, that was great. So, yeah, so you went to Raw this Monday.
And, yeah, no, truly dope experience. Unfortunately, I actually got there at the nick of time. I didn't see any of the dark matches.
Okay.
But I did get there at 7, I want to say 48.
Okay.
That's when I walked through Madison Square Garden doors. Went to go find my seat.
Mm-hmm.
Sat down. Boom. Then.
Like it happened.
Now. Forever. That came on. I saw all the pyros, the fans going crazy. It was, like I said, it was truly amazing, especially to be there. Yeah, my nose was bleeding with how high up I was. But I had an excellent view of the ring and the runway.
Yeah.
So that was something I haven't experienced. That SmackDown that you said that I was in back in June, I was able to experience practically front row seats with that because I could have just, I could have jumped over the barricade. I could have been that crazy person, jump over the barricade, and...
you would do it, too.
I would.
You would.
I would.
That's the crazy part.
I would. Just to say what up to, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton that night, because that night Randy Orton was there. Mm-hmm. But, we're going all over the place.
Yeah.
Raw, like I said, was truly amazing. Madison Square Garden always has really good events, especially when it comes down to WWE.
Yeah.
There's always going to be something memorable that happens there that night.
Absolutely, especially when it's Madison Square Garden. I know deep down there they kept saying like it's the mecca of pro wrestling.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so because it was done at Madison Square Garden, you know that there's so much history when it comes to pro wrestling in that arena. Mm-hmm. So this episode of Raw, to me, it felt special. It felt good. It was a good pacing. Obviously, we're still in the beginning stages of like WrestleMania season and everything. So,
but this is what I wanted to say. They couldn't, being that it is Madison Square Garden, New York City, the mecca of pro wrestling, and WrestleMania season. That combination really doesn't mix well when WrestleMania is not happening in New York. So they couldn't make it pop more than they want WrestleMania to pop.
Right. So what you're saying is that they didn't want to make it too big.
Exactly.
Because you don't want it to be where it overshadows possibly the Raw before, if anything, which is the home show. It could be that, yeah.
So like if we had John Cena there that night, that would have been a very memorable moment.
It would have been.
But somehow, some sort of way, I feel like that would have topped the WrestleMania thing going on that they have rolling.
Right, and I think you're right. If they did that, then it would have been definitely good, though. But, so, we are going to talk about, we're going to have our Raw recap. Our Raw
recap?
Our Raw recap. No, this is RINGPOST Ramble, all right?
RINGPOST Ramble.
So...
I know where you fanatics got the ideas from.
We're just assuming. Wait, I can't wink.
It's okay. I scratch my back and I guess you scratch yours. I don't know that's definitely not how the saying goes, but that's exactly what they're doing.
But hey, if you want us on the show, hit us up. We're here. So let's talk about Jey Uso hyping up.
I'm sorry, RINGPOST recap, Raw recap. Oh geez. Yeet.
So let's talk about. Now we just mentioned Jey
Talk about
Uso.
4 letters, 1 word. Yeet.
So Jey Uso hyping up Madison Square Garden, and I knew deep down that was gonna.
That was great.
How loud was it?
The crowd was ridiculous. Now, I'm over here. I'm in nosebleeds. I couldn't see exactly where Jey was coming from because that's the opposite side. But judging on how the crowd was roaring and reacting, I knew he was in that section. I mean, it's the same normal section, but all them damn lights were in my way and shit like that. Yeah. That's how high up I was. But when he got into the ring, that's when I did see him, and I was able to enjoy my time there. Mm-hmm. Just again seeing that crowd and Jay's aura, bringing that whole crowd to pop the way they did, is truly phenomenal. No AJ Styles.
No AJ.
It was, like I said, it was a beautiful thing to see. I definitely saw what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, before it happened. Obviously, I was there. You see somebody peeking out in the bottom of the ring. Now, from a viewer's standpoint, what did you think about that moment when Gunther just came out of nowhere? And
I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because they're really trying their best to try to build up this story for WrestleMania, to be honest. And the way that I felt when I saw it, I was like, I knew deep down Gunther was gonna come out, choke him out, do his thing, whatever he has to do. But
another day, another choke out.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And they are definitely building up the storyline as much as they can. And I really hope they do justice, because I was talking about it with somebody else. I really hope that this WrestleMania match makes up for his previous WrestleMania match that he had last year with his brother.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but when we watched that match, I felt like it wasn't as great, and I felt like they didn't get enough time to shine as much as they could, or do what they had to do in order to make it like a memorable match for them. But I really hope this WrestleMania moment is Jay's moment, and Gunther doing his thing and what he has to do. I really hope that it's like it makes up for that.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is that people are saying that Jay's not gonna win. People are saying that Jay's not going to win. And people are saying that Jay, mind you, Jay does not win the title at Mania, that this man's going to crash out and he's going to join The Rock. This is speculation, by the way. But if it happens, you heard it here first in RINGPOST.
That's a hot take.
It is.
That's a hot take.
And that was something that we were all talking about. I was talking about somebody else. It's like, who do you think the other member would be joining that faction if they're gonna have people? They're like, what if it's Jay? What if he doesn't win at Mania?
Well, rumors have it that the Street Profits have been called upon.
Right. I think I heard that. I saw that too.
Yeah. So
I did see that.
I do see that happen, but making it a big stable like what, Nexus?
Nah, man, NWO. NWO was a huge faction.
Yeah, no, it was a huge faction.
It's a huge faction. And on top of that, you got the biggest stars joining this faction with The Rock right now.
Yeah.
I to be honest with you, I think... I don't know, man. We gotta wait.
Impatient asses.
I know, that's what we are right now. It's like we gotta wait, but we want to know what exactly happens. So they did mention on Raw that Penta... I thought Penta was gonna... Wait, am I bugging? Because, mind you, this was 3 days ago. He didn't show up. They only announced the match that he was gonna have next Monday.
Yes.
Okay.
With
Sorry,
Ludwig
guys,
Kaiser.
Yeah, so he was gonna have a match with Ludwig Kaiser at the upcoming Raw. I thought Penta was gonna show up there, but he did. He showed up at the main event on a main event match.
Okay.
Yeah, and I thought he was gonna show up on Raw itself, but he didn't. He was on a main event. I think he had a match with one of the members of LWO.
Oh, the dark matches. Yes,
yeah.
He was in a dark match. I heard people in the crowd saying that they were talking about how Penta just wrestled and stuff like that. That I missed him wrestling.
Yeah. So I saw a clip of that, and there's this clip going around where I think he accidentally misstep, he took a misstep and he almost hurt himself and also his opponent too. So I hope they're all right, but. I thought Penta was gonna show up there, but I know next week they're gonna do what they can for next week's Raw and everything.
Absolutely.
So this is probably another thing that we're gonna talk about. We had your favorite.
Logan Paul, you suck. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, Logan, he said it, not me. I'm just saying.
Let me tell you that every time he tried to speak, the crowd just booed louder and louder. And then when the crowd got lower and the boos got lower, I did my best to amp it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And go, boo! Everybody started up again.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in my section, at least. So that caused everybody else to erupt and kept going for possibly the longest boo in Madison Square Garden history.
Nice. Don't you just love it when you go to these events and you just you have that energy and someone else next to you just shares that same energy?
Yes, I love it.
It's no matter if it's face or heel, you're just going to boo the person and they're just like, yeah, you're right, boo.
Yep.
So that segment itself, I knew when he came out that New York City was just going to boo the living hell out of Logan Paul. And I think it was great. The fact that he brought out Andrew, what is it?
Andrew Schulz?
Andrew Schulz, yeah. Him being New York and everything like that, do what he had to do. He got involved in it, and then AJ Styles comes out.
Yeah.
But this is what I wanted to bring up because obviously we only have maybe 4 or 5 matches already announced for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to push AJ Styles and Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
I can see that.
I think so.
I can see that, and I would love to see that. That whole segment. When Logan Paul came out and he went up to Andrew Schulz and, he was talking to Andrew Schulz and was like, yeah, Andrew, who'd you come here to see? Insinuating that he came to see Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Yeah, no. We like real wrestlers. This is New York.
Yeah, that was great.
We like real wrestlers. And he was there to see AJ Styles, as was I. AJ Styles was amazing, whooping Logan Paul's behind or ass. Now with that whole event, those series of events, do you feel that like they do with some celebrities? Do you feel like they're going to be bringing Andrew Schulz back just for a little minor beef with Logan Paul?
Probably not.
Probably not?
Nah. Because what's happening is that with these celebrities that are showing up on TV right now, they're all people who have shows and specials on Netflix. And I don't think they'll bring him in for that slight moment to have a storyline with him. I think it was a one-time thing. I think he just had a show in Madison Square Garden or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they'll be bringing him back for it, to be honest. And on top of that, if he shows up at Vegas at WrestleMania, which is going to be in Vegas, it's it just wouldn't make sense if anything. So
okay.
Yeah, because I've noticed that every single celebrity that would show up, minus being like a rapper or anything like that, they have shows on Netflix. So they're promoting.
Yeah, I did realize that. And they can promote that.
Yeah,
we won't promote that right now.
Yeah, no.
No paid promotions here.
Yeah, exactly. Hit us up if you want.
The only free promotion we're giving to is WWE, obviously.
That's right.
Do it for you.
Yeah. So that was a cool segment. So now we're gonna move forward to the LWO and versus
a new day.
The new
sucks.
The new day in the tornado tag match.
That was awesome to see live. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
What I do hate about seeing it live is that I don't hear the commentators. You know, so I don't get it. I'm getting visual context. I'm not getting verbal context. But seeing Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio do their thing in that ring and fly around was truly amazing. And I saw when Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio pulled the table out, you know, New Day comes, you know, they squabble up a little bit.
Squabble up. Sorry.
As they squabble up, you know, they I was gonna say Logan Paul again. I hate him. Xavier Woods, another person I hate. He says tables, like he's trying to get the crowd to say tables, and then he throws the table back under the apron.
What a villain! What a heel!
It's Majin energy.
Absolutely, Majin energy. What a villain!
I'm gonna turn you to a piece of candy and just throw you away. Like, come on, man. Oh, that pissed me off so much.
So if that pissed you off, how did you feel seeing the masked luchador come out of nowhere and do a hurricanrana?
I peeped him. I had peeped him when I was up in the rafters or whatever, and I'm looking down and I see somebody moving through the crowd. And I was like, oh shit. Is that American made? Comes out. Personally, when I seen that happen, I yelled out, "It's Chad Gable! It's Chad Gable!" And you know, when we found out it wasn't Chad Gable, kind of irked me a little bit. He's paying somebody off.
He's playing it very well.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's playing it well. I think what gave it away from me, like at first I was like,
it was the gracias.
So, like at that moment it was like, bro, you can't be mad at him. You can't be mad at Chad Gable for doing something like that. But then you can still be mad at him because he's denying it. But it's not the first time that we ever seen something like this too. Is that, you know, we obviously seen Hulk Hogan do it back in the day where he had the mask on with the American flag on there. We had Juan Cena at one point.
Yes.
So it's not the first.
El Generico's still out there.
Generico, if you know where he's at, hit him up.
He's probably hanging around with Stardust somewhere.
Just hit him up, guys, because El Generico's been missing for years now.
Yeah, we need a El Generico comeback.
Oh, absolutely, and I think a lot of fans will love that. But I'm just curious on what they're gonna do with that storyline.
Yeah,
with Chad Gable and the Luchador and everything with his mask on.
Gable's gonna come for Penta.
You think?
Gable's gonna come for Penta.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, because that's the person that ignited this whole thing.
Look, all I want to see, and this is fantasy booking, all right? If there's ever an opportunity that Triple H can book this, and I think it would sell, and I think it should be the main event of WrestleMania, Chad Gable versus Nacho Libre. Book it. Book it.
Yo.
Book it. Bullet Club. Anyways.
Wow, you just blew my mind, dude. Somebody get Jack Black on the phone right now.
Right? Now is the perfect time to bring back Nacho Libre. I'm just saying.
Netflix, pick it up. Nacho Libre 2.
Oh,
I'll write the script.
Yeah, we could write. Yeah. You write the script.
And I know how you guys work. You know, you guys don't even have a script ready. You just hear the idea. You contact the person with the idea, and you're like, all right, let's get to it.
Oh, you just gave them the idea. If they see this, and next thing you know, we're not gonna get any credit for it.
It is what it is. As long as we know you saw it here first.
You heard it here first on Ring Post. So, so speaking of Nacho Libre, Judgment Day. I don't know why that has to do anything with Judgment Day.
Because it rhymes?
Maybe. Does it? Nacho Libre.
Judgment Day. I'm about to hit the hay.
Okay.
And play with some clay.
Okay. And then we just go boo the New Day.
Hey.
You heard it here first. So, the Judgment Day. And I've been saying it for how many episodes now? They're going to kick Finn out. They're going to kick Finn out. And this is the perfect opportunity to do so. Please, I beg of you, stop. You have us by the like what's the saying? You have us by the what
the heartstrings?
I don't know what it is anymore, bro. But it needs to happen. Finn needs to get kicked out now, like yesterday, Monday should have happened.
So my theory.
Go for it.
Braun Breaker is going to break him.
Oh, like Bane, how Bane broke Batman?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
He's going to break him. And I'm telling you, we're getting the Demon back.
The Demon is coming.
And he's going to come back as the Demon and win that Intercontinental Championship.
Oh. When, though?
Do
you see it happening at Mania?
Maybe a little after. Maybe during Mania, maybe a little after. My crystal ball isn't so clear right now.
It's foggy.
Yeah, it's a little foggy, but I do see the Demon in there with the title in his hand.
And I think that's something that the Demon does need.
Yeah.
Because the Demon has been tainted. As in, the Demon, again, in NXT, never lost. The Demon was undefeated until he reached the main roster.
Yep.
And Vince kind of, just...
Yeah.
Pooped on it.
Tire eso.
Yeah, so it needs to happen. And to be honest with you, I think my theory, even though I came out as frustrated about it and it needs to happen, I think it's going to happen soon, and I think it's going to happen next Monday.
You think it's going to happen next Monday?
Because he has the Intercontinental Champion.
He does have that match
with Braun. And what's going to happen is that there was a moment where Finn actually hugged Dominic, and Dominic gave him the look of huh? All right. Don't mess it up now.
Yeah, no, this sounded very fishy the way Dom said, oh, you have a match with, I set up a match with you and Braun for the Intercontinental. I don't know, something seems a little off here.
Very, it's like a setup.
And that's why I feel like Braun Breaker will break Finn Balor.
You know who would be the perfect person to get into Finn's head? But obviously, I've seen that he wouldn't do it because it's a heel doing it to a heel. Karrion Kross, bro. Yes, thank you. Yes,
I knew you were going with that.
I would say if Finn ever had a moment where or even Judgment Day became a face group and Karrion's the one person that I want to pick their brain is Finn Balor and to have him turn, I think that would be great. But I think
Carlito thinks that they're a face group.
I mean, he's the comedic relief in that group. So, I think, I keep saying it every single episode, Finn's getting kicked out, but it's not happening. Finn's getting kicked out, it's not happening. It's I think it's going to happen next Monday. And if it doesn't happen next Monday, you know where to find me.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, so we'll find out.
But that little comment that Carlito said, when he was Cena turned heel.
No,
I guess no one expected it. They would never expect me to turn heel.
Right, exactly. It's all right, Carlito.
All right. Ooh, a yellow one.
Oh my God, it's so great. So speaking of John Cena, Cody Rhodes came out. He did a little promo. We kind of, you can't see Cena, huh?
You can't see me.
You can't see anybody at this point. So Cena. Cody Rhodes came out, pretty much said what he had to say. His eye is still messed up as is, that.
Travis, didn't they tell you It's predetermined, not fake.
Come on, Travis. But yeah, his eye is still messed up. Like I was
Gave him a jammy.
Yeah, he really did. So what Cody did was like just pretty much just said, "Listen, I'll see you at Mania, but you're a part timer. You're not even here at Madison Square Garden. You know, if anything."
So what's the point of even being champion?
Exactly. Like
you know.
It was just a very simple promo that Cody did. Obviously, they announced that Cody and Cena are going to be in the same building next week. So,
it's going to be very interesting.
What's your take on it?
Cena's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the other two is going to show up as well.
The Rock and Travis Scott?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Cody need to get his lick back on Travis. And I feel like The Rock and Cena would both leave Travis in that ring.
Have Travis get his ass beat.
Yep.
Yep. That'd be crazy. Yo, what if they give us like a 6-man tag? What if they give us a 6-man tag for Mania Night 1 where it's Cody, 2 other people versus The Rock, John Cena, and Travis Scott? Because we're supposed to see Travis Scott in the ring. And there's no way that we're going to have him just outside as a manager. Like, he's going to be in the ring.
At WrestleMania?
It could be Mania. It could be Backlash, if they're even announcing Backlash. It could be at one of these shows out here. Like, I don't know. But that could be a Mania match.
Yeah.
People were already speculating, like, yeah, Cody would just call Bad Bunny.
That's what I'm saying. I think involve Bad Bunny into this.
Bad Bunny in this match.
He needs to hit Travis Scott with the Bunny Destroyer.
With the chancletazo.
The chancletazo. That's gonna be his new one.
The chancletazo. He's about to hit him with the debe tirar más foto, like that. Take a picture. Shoot. But yeah, Cody. We're just, again, it's just developing. We're seeing it like as a slow build, but we're gonna see how it goes from there.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's gonna be dope.
Yeah. So the Raquel and Bayley match for the #1 contendership for the Intercontinental Champion.
That was another nice match that I liked to see.
You
live. Yeah, I was all in.
You were highly invested in it.
Yeah, I was watching that match. Bayley, I always love to see Bayley in the ring.
Okay.
Now Raquel's a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so she did stop a lot of that Bayley nonsense.
Got it.
But Raquel did still need Liv to win this one. So they need a little separation. You know.
How soon though? How soon? Because they're tag champs.
I'm talking about, like, I need to see more. Raquel needs her alone time. Her alone ring time. You know? And without Liv Morgan there. Meaning, somebody injure her already.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, the way this the WWE women's roster, their Twitters are going nuts.
Oh, yeah, they're going
Their
ham.
Twitters are going nuts.
They're going pretty ham. It's like you're reading these tweets and your posts and you're just like, okay, all right. So we're just getting the other side, which is explicit now.
Yeah.
Where it's just they're just going at it, and I'm here for it because that also gets people involved.
Yes.
And it's also like, oh, this is building up to that drama. So it's like, keep going. As fans, we enjoy it.
Like Naomi changing her profile picture to
Jade, like, knocked out on the car like this.
Dude,
bro, talk about being petty.
Queen,
right there.
Queen
petty, right there. Naomi, if you're watching this, I'm a Queen petty, like that right there. Hands down, was fantastic. Keep doing your thing, because I know there's gonna be more. And
then I see that Rhea is feeding off of this whole incident between those three.
Yep.
Telling Bianca maybe she should worry about what's going on over there
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to have interfered with that the Io Sky and
Right.
Bianca match.
Right.
I mean, and Rhea Ripley match.
Right. Right.
Now, when it comes down to it, wow, I'm losing my train of thought. So when it came down to it, yes, Rhea also decided to call Bianca a selfish bitch. I almost said a shellfish. Selfish bitch.
Selfish, yep.
And I know that one dug into Bianca a little bit.
Absolutely.
But then we get the Queen Io, and she stopped that whole Twitter nonsense.
Yep.
She told both of them to put their phones down.
Before I got slapped the both of you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry for going over that the Bayley and Raquel one, but
No, it's fine. Like,
when it comes to the Twitter, even Liv is inserting herself.
Yeah.
Bianca, you owe me an apology.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And of course, Bianca listened and said, "I'm sorry, damn."
Yeah, it's great. It's great what they're doing on their social media platforms. It gets everybody involved. It starts a conversation, and then on top of that too, you're just feeding into it.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing, and it's just.
I know where my nominees for the BET Awards are going.
So
it's going to Hunter.
Hunter's doing his thing right now. He's my man, chefing it up. But going back to
maybe Tubi should pick it up too.
Oh.
Well, they got Evolve.
Yeah, true. So going back to the Rhea and Bianca, they had a segment where they were on screen, they were talking to each other, but the thing was is that Io was there too. And the one thing that really caught my attention was the WrestleMania match didn't even showcase that it was going to be Io versus Bianca, because Rhea came out and was like, oh, so she started doing her thing, started talking mad smack, but
which I do agree with Rhea in a case. You should have sat back there and waited, and not been impatient.
But Bianca was just sitting there though.
She was distracting Rhea, in my opinion, because she's over here obviously clapping for Io Sky.
So that got in her head.
That got in Rhea's head. On the counterpart, Rhea, you ain't a little bitch.
Oh.
She's talking about you. She's clapping for the other person. You bigger than that, Rhea. You bigger than that. Don't let it get into your head. But you did. You let it get into your head. Yo. I'm sorry. I love me some Rhea Ripley. But in my house, we're Io Sky household.
Oh, Rhea's coming for you.
So we was happy for that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rhea's coming for you for that.
Oh, I can't wait. Actually, I can. So my wife will kill me.
So I think the one thing that really caught my attention was that you just see Io in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Io's just in the background. Mind you, she's the champion.
Yeah.
And she's just in the background. Meanwhile, she's like, hey guys, like, like this and that. But then all of a sudden you see Rhea just like, just like this. And you can hear Io go
shit out of her.
And then it's like Rhea's like,
she's so funny with her noises, man.
Yo, it's just, it was so great. But then she got in Bianca, and Bianca said the same thing. She goes, and she just pushed her down. And then we got the famous 2 slaps. One for Rhea, one for Bianca. But she hit Bianca pretty hard, though.
Yeah, she did.
She hit Bianca really hard. So, and I think what was funny after that is that both of them looked at each other. And they were like, yo,
did this little girl just hit us?
Like, what the hell just happened type thing, And, again, this goes back to Io, Bianca, WrestleMania. But you can't have a WrestleMania without Rhea Ripley. This is a triple threat.
Not. Absolutely not.
This is a triple threat.
Rhea needs to get her lick back.
Mm-hmm. But now the thing is that if it's triple threat, who's winning that match? Is it Io? Is it Bianca? Bianca already had a few. Bianca already had a big moment at WrestleMania.
Yes, she did.
So I don't think she'll have that. But Rhea also had her moment at WrestleMania 2, winning a title.
But Bianca has only held the WWE Women's Championship, if I'm not mistaken.
True, but I also feel like she also has a record of not losing at Mania.
She does.
Because she won it off of Sasha.
She's the next taker.
Yeah, she definitely.
She won it off of Sasha, which we'll be seeing this Saturday.
Oh, yes, guys, we're going to House of Glory. Yeah, we're going to House of Glory this Saturday in Jamaica, Queens. So if you're going to be there, we'll be there in our ring post shirts, you know?
Come by, say what's up.
Yeah, say what's up. We'll be there hanging out. Yeah.
Damn it, EO. I want you to win so bad.
She might. I think that'll be her.
But you're gonna destroy Bianca's record.
She won't take the pin though.
So it wouldn't.
Technically, I don't know.
Because if EO pins Rhea, then it'll continue with the undefeated.
Yep, that Rhea never beat EO. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And that would also continue Bianca's streak.
Right, because she's never been pinned.
Yeah, I guess that's what they'll go by.
Yeah.
Never been pinned before at WrestleMania.
You heard it here first on RINGPOST. We just booked it. And watch it happen too. Literally, you'll text me or call me like, bro, we talked about it. So, speaking of,
we talked about it.
No, speaking of like slapping people in faces, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
Oh, that was a big slap in the face.
So, you have to tell me, because we'll get to it. Like, you have to tell me the crowd's reaction for this entire match, from start to finish, and then obviously the big ending that happened.
The cage comes down. The seats rumble. The crowd roars. Let's go Rollins, CM Punk. Let's go Rollins, CM Punk is all you heard that whole match. And then you know what? I'm not even going to get to the end then yet, because first of all, I really wanted to see these guys just jump off of the top. You know.
Oh, Jesus, you wanted violence in Madison Square Garden.
And they got so close to. Seth Rollins fell, but I don't remember if anybody actually jumped off of the cage. I don't think they did.
No.
So, another thing that I saw that I was very unfamiliar with, anytime Rollins or Punk on their own were next to the cage door, the refs opened it. Because
they can
that's another thing that they do. Because I remember back in the day where they had to climb over or break that door. Because I remember there was times where that door broke open.
Mm-hmm. They didn't have that door in the past, though. That door never existed in the past.
Are you sure? Because I shit you not, I don't remember if it was on the PlayStation 1 game or SmackDown vs. Raw. I used to throw my opponent into that cage, and it'll weaken the door, and I would throw myself through.
It's probably SmackDown vs. Raw, to be honest with you. Because I remember back in the day, like during like the late 90s,
it was just straight climb out.
It was just climb out of the cage, and I'll never forget it because in my parents' house in the backyard, there used to be like, I don't know what
chicken
it was.
coop.
It looked like it was a chicken coop, but it looked like the previous owners had like plants in there.
Okay.
But it was fenced out.
Yeah.
And I remember a couple of friends of mine going into that cage, and we would pretend to have a cage match, but we didn't have it. Like
you had a cage match, and you over like this.
Yup. And then we would just like try to climb over the cage, because that's what the cage matches were back in the day.
Yeah.
And I think it was probably just like during that era of the SmackDown vs. Raw where they introduced the door, the pinfall, or climbing out of the cage.
Yeah.
But that match was probably my favorite match of the night.
Yeah. That was great.
It felt like it was definitely the storytelling that we needed. Only because obviously we like the way that they built up the match for the rest of the night too was actually like the program that they did and everything. It was great. The one thing I will say though is the fact that they continue to do finisher after finisher after finisher after finisher, and you could hear the crowd.
You know how many times we got a GTS, or then another GTS into what was it? Oh, fuck. Let me see what I had here, because I know I labeled it too, because it was a GTS into a curb stomp or something like that.
Yes.
Right? Right?
Yeah. But
I don't even have it there anymore.
But the thing was that that's how you know that they had something, and storyline or not, that the fact that this hatred that they have towards each other, because mind you,
is this deep?
It's deep, but then they were also cursing at each other. Like they dropped a few F-bombs, they had middle fingers there. It's like, as fans, we were highly invested in this. Highly invested. So what was the crowd like when they were doing the back-to-back finishers and like constantly getting kicked out?
The roars were immense. The roars were immense, and the crowds were going crazy. Again, like I said before, Let's Go Rollins, CM Punk. It was a war in the crowd. You know, you would have one person in the middle saying "Let's Go Rollins," and then you had two people on the outside yelling CM Punk.
Yeah.
So they got overcasted by all the CM Punkers. Cheese Mayo Punk.
Cheese damn it.
So but that was another thing too. Like, I've never seen Cindy Martin Punk in person.
Oh my god. Next thing you know, you're gonna call him Christopher Michael. Like, just something random after that.
You know, sometimes it's dope to see some of these wrestlers in person after. You know, it's dope to see the new wrestlers and stuff like that. But some of the wrestlers where you grew up and you've seen, is always nice to see.
Yeah.
Especially in person. But as the war was going back and forth, there was a brief silence, and then a super, I don't even want to say a roar, a super, hoo-ah!
No.
And all I see is this giant man running down, he's downstairs running, jogging a little bit. And I was like,
he's here.
Yeah.
He's here.
He's here.
He's here.
He's here.
Our tribal chief.
Your tribal chief
is here, and we did say that he was going to show up at Madison Square Garden for it.
Yeah.
And going back to what we said in the beginning of the episode, was that it's Madison Square Garden, it's the Mecca of pro wrestling. You're going to have a special moment like that, and Roman Reigns showing up was definitely a special moment.
Absolutely.
So, from a viewer's point of view, from watching on TV, as soon as I heard the crowd go, like, the roar happen, I knew. I was like, oh, he's here.
Yep.
But
it was a roar. You've heard this roar before.
Yeah, you definitely heard
it before. But
it
it's not something you hear on a normal.
No. So as soon as what I think what really helped, what made me happy about it, and again, I always tell everybody too, it's like the way that they have their camera shots angled in a certain position where you don't expect it to happen. So from a viewer standpoint, from on TV, it's like, all right, we heard the roar. Where is he? Where is he coming from?
I actually heard that a lot of WWE censored some of that match.
Really?
Yes. Like, there was a few blackout screens, muting.
Well, muting, yes, because they were definitely throwing some F-bombs in there.
Oh, yeah. So was the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so...
Again, Logan Paul, shut up.
Yeah, they're definitely going to do that for Logan Paul. But going back to the... So, it was really cool that we got to see Seth Rollins just be on the rope, and then Roman just came out of nowhere. He just yanked him out. Seth got yeeted.
He got yeeted. Yes, he did.
Yeeted.
He got yeeted out, on, and over.
Wait, I'm off camera, right? He got yeeted like this. That's what happened to Seth. And I think that was so cool. But Seth won because he left the cage and Punk lost.
Yeah.
But Roman just decided to be like, all right, I got you out of the cage. I'm going to beat the shit out of you right now.
Yep.
And that's what he did.
And
he hits the curb. He does the spear. Okay, hold on. He does the spear. Mm-hmm. Does the hits the spear. And then he hits him with the
third and completed, right? That was the third and completed Shield curb stomp.
Yes.
Of the day.
So, if you're not catching what we're mentioning here, because Seth did it on Monday Night Raw. Roman did the curb stomp on Monday Night Raw. Jon Moxley, also known as Dean Ambrose, if some people don't know, he's in another promotion. He did the curb stomp on AEW's Revolution.
Yep.
So I remember sharing it on RINGPOST on our stories that you had.
Which was Sunday night?
Revolution was Sunday.
Okay, yeah. So Sunday night, yeah.
Yeah, so John Moxley did it first, and then they did it the night after. So all of the members of the Shield did the curb stomp. And I think that was cool. Maybe it was planned, maybe it wasn't. Maybe they talked amongst each other. I don't know, but it was a cool moment for wrestling fans.
I think they did. I think they did. Yeah, I think they definitely did.
But in this perspective, it's like Roman definitely got him back.
Oh yeah, he definitely needed that.
He hit him with the Ganondorf stomp at Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna hit you back with it." You know that, right?
Oh.
So now, after he did that, can we talk about how Heyman was in the middle of the ring with Punk, holding him? And did you see Roman's eyes? Did you see his face? It's like he just saw his ex.
Yep.
His ex with the new person.
He was jealous.
Ooh.
He was jealous.
He's like, oh, all right. Let me grab him real quick. So he just went. No, he didn't do that to Punk.
But like I said, it was a really cool experience. Now, when I saw Paul Heyman in that ring, I saw the cameras on the jumbotron with Roman Reigns' face, and I had the same idea you did, that he is mad. He is upset because that was a psychotic smile. You found out that your girl is talking to your best friend's dog type look.
Oh man. But Roman, what he did was that he attacked CM Punk. Now, mind you, this is just, future booking for WrestleMania because it is WrestleMania season. They're definitely going to announce that it's going to be Roman versus Seth. But I think we were just talking about this.
It's going to go from this to this.
So, yeah. CM Punk is definitely getting inserted into that match.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the favor. Because, mind you, CM Punk was like...
Candice Marie Punk.
Oh, Candice? Oh, my God. Ah! So, he still has a favor from Paul Heyman.
Yes,
and
he does.
I think that favor is... If Seth and Roman are going to be at WrestleMania...
So is Carlos Mencia Punk.
Oh, my God. And he's not going to have a match at Mania. That's going to be his Mania match. He's getting into that triple threat because of Paul Heyman.
It's what's best for business.
And we know deep down that's going to be a hell of a match.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be great.
Yeah, because we know that he went off script the Monday before. And not for nothing, he kind of has the same power as CM Punk. I mean, John Cena. So if he can insert himself into the Elimination Chamber, why, as Carlos Maria Punk would say, why can't I insert myself into this into WrestleMania
right.
with you two.
Yeah, and that's where Paul Heyman's gonna be like,
Yeah.
I got you. You want to go in there? All right.
Yeah, because now Paul Heyman's gonna be scared, and he's gonna need someone to protect him.
Tell them what you said in the car.
I think that that person to protect Paul Heyman will not be CM Punk, will not be Roman Reigns, but Seth dropped the freaking Rollins.
So Seth Rollins being a Paul Heyman guy.
Yes.
Listen, if that happens,
You heard it here first.
you heard it here first on Ring Post.
Not on Raw Recap.
Nope, not on Raw Recap. On Ring Post. On Ring Post. Because that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. And again, with how things are happening nowadays, with the storylines, they're highly unexpected. That itself would be, I think that would be a great WrestleMania moment.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm picturing it right now, where just Heyman's like looking at Roman, looking at CM Punk, and then all of a sudden he just looks at Seth, and then he just looks at Seth and just like, you're gonna be my guy now.
Yep.
And then Seth just go crazy and just like start swinging on everybody. Like, I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
But that concludes our Raw talk. I guess Raw talk, our Raw recap on Ring Post. So I know that you met a few people.
Oh man, they
there.
were comedians, man.
Yeah, so you met a few people out there, and I think that's really great about going to these wrestling shows is because you start talking to people and you start
networking.
You start to get to know people. So I know you met someone there who wanted to be a ring announcer, right?
Yes. That one person, his name was Wyal.
Wyal, okay.
Wyal, future WWE ring announcer.
Yep.
He actually announced to me from Ring Post as the World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay.
It wasn't the World Heavyweight Champion belt though.
I mean, all right.
But this guy, I see him going places.
Okay.
Now, when I say I see him going places, I think that there may be a spot for him on Evolve.
Oh.
You know, if he can promote himself well enough, if we can even help push him as well, I see him going to Evolve. Evolve needs somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they have somebody now, but you always need options.
Nice.
Did
you ask where he was from?
No, actually, I totally forgot. Dude, I was shot. I came from welding class. I was tired as heck. On top of that, before welding class, I was at work.
Yeah, so you busy.
I was so tired.
It's cool though. So what we'll do is that we'll reach out to him, keep you guys posted on him and
Absolutely.
everything. We'll definitely leave his Instagram handle of anything. So if you want to shout him out, you can.
And there was a group of kids that were there too. They just had me rolling. They had me laughing so hard every time, because at MSG or any other event, you're usually waiting for the wrestlers to come out.
Yeah, there's a
sometimes
section where they come out. Yeah.
If they don't come out through the garage trying to hide from everybody, sometimes they walk through the crowd. And as we're standing there, these guys are just yelling out all these banters and "you sick son of a bitch" after saying that this one wrestler was coming out, or announcer or commentator, even football player. They just kept going. When someone looked like somebody, they just kept going. Shout outs to Busy and Johnny. They're really cool people. I started talking to them afterwards. Maybe one day I could get them on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which would be pretty cool because like I said, they're funny people.
Yeah, man.
So we'll see how that goes.
Absolutely.
And then as for the ring announcer, his name is Wyal the Voice Cruz. WYALETHEVOICECRUZ. on Instagram.
Nice.
All right.
Check him out. While we're looking at you, man. So whenever you wanna do something with us, you wanna talk about some wrestling, we're here, bro.
Yep.
We'd be more than happy to have you on, and I think this is like a start of getting to network.
Oh, absolutely.
As you said, and I think, and I really appreciate that you did that, and I have to say I really appreciate that you went. I personally didn't want to go. One, I have school, and I know he said he got work, he got welding class and everything, but I got school projects happening and everything like that.
It's the same difference.
Yeah, I appreciate Justin for going, because he was also posting live stuff on the Instagram.
Tried to, at least.
No, you did. You did your thing. There was one point where I actually was like, I really hope Justin gets Cody Rhodes' entrance, because you could hear the crowd from TV and they were loud. I was like, oh, I really hope he gets it, and you did. And I was like, all right, we're on the same page now. Monday Night Raw, Madison Square Garden. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yep.
Hopefully, when there is another event happening, we can definitely go to that one.
Yeah, we'll be able to curate something. Plan
coordinate
it out,
something,
and even let you guys know that we'll be there.
True. All right. So we're going to sign out for today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, sticking this far. This is our Ring Post Ramble episode 8. 8. Ocho. This is great. This is going very well. My name is Danny.
My name is Justin.
That's Justin. I'm Danny. I could be Justin, but I'm not bald. Well, you're not bald.
You want another one, huh? My name is Justin.
My name is Danny.
And we are Ring Post.
Thank you guys for watching.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. We love you guys. Peace.
Peace.